Dear students, in the last class we discussed Alfred Tennyson's poem Ulysses, and we have discussed quite a good part of the poem. Now we will discuss the remaining part of the poem. Souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome look. The thunder and the sunshine and opposed, free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. Old age hath yet is his honor and his toil. Tennyson is talking to his mariners. Now they are not more. Ulysses, after wearying of his stay in Ithaca, he bends on to leave for his journey. Later, he explains the sun's ability and starts toward the port. After reaching the port, he recollects his passed away mariners who have worked hard, thought and acted upon his word. He recollects that they are with him in not only good time but also in bad times. He affirms that the mariner with him face hardship as free and self-reliant men. They have never turned back in the adventurous world. But at the end of these lines, he comes to sense that he is old now. Not only that, but also he says that the mariners also have come to old age. But this does not give despair to him, because he is in opinion that every age has its work together with the honor. Death closes all, but something at the end. Some work of noble note may yet be done. Not unbecoming man that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. The long day's wanes, the slow moon climbs the deep. Ulysses opines that death is end to all. One cannot escape it. One has to live life, and at the end he has to face it and will be absorbed into it. But before the death engulfs him, he wants to do something great which can outweigh his previous achievements. He wants to achieve before his death. He remembers that they have fought with gods in Trojan war. Actually, in this war, gods occasionally took turns and fight on the sides of either Trojans or Greeks. Such achievement is being aspired before his last breath. That is why he starts his journey to gain the intended success. He says to his mariners not to forget that they have fought with the gods, and they are the same persons who are now going for an adventure. He says that lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. It means it is getting night and stars are coming out. It is time they started their journey. He also says the moon is appearing. Thus, through these lines, he inculcates confidence among his old warriors to get them ready for fresh knowledge and adventure. Moans round with many voices, "Come, my friends, 'tis not late to seek a newer world. Push off and sitting well in order smile, the sounding furrows for my purpose holds, to sail beyond the sunset and the baths." Ulysses indulges in praising his old warriors and infuses a new spirit, saying it is not too late to get to a newer world. He encourages them to go fast by slashing the waters with their oars. He quotes the destiny and shows the target to be achieved through their journey to journey mates. He inspires them to reach the beyond of sunset or maybe another world. He refers baths which are in the view of Ulysses, where stars sink when they are set. Of all the western stars, until I die, it may be that the gulf will wash us down. It may be we shall touch this happy isle and see the great Achilles, whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides, and though. Ulysses began to think the outcome of the journey in two ways. In his words to the mariner, it is clear that he has a destination. He says the whirlpool in seas may devour them. Another way is that they may reach happy isles, which can be assumed as heaven. There he has the ambition to meet his co-warrior in the war of Trojan. The warrior he wants to meet is Achilles. All warriors who are presently sailing knew Achilles very well. Later, he comes to think of the age and says that most of life is over. There is a bit remaining part. We are not now the strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Ulysses, in its previous words, can help in conclusion that he has a destiny and he is towards it. At the same time, he agrees that now they are not strong. They have their old days with feeble bodies. Once they had shaken the heaven and earth and fought against the will of gods in the wars. But now they have no strength as earlier. He resumes his flashback that the warriors fought as a single heartbeat and never turned back. Later, he agrees that they are as they are, and time and fate has taken their strength and vigor, but still they are strong in their will, even though they are not as strong as earlier physically. He affirms that they are to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. This poem is written in black verse in the form of a dramatic monologue spoken by Ulysses, who also appears in Homer's Greek epic. In this poem, Ulysses is frustrated with domestic life and yearns to set sail again and continue exploring the world. As long as he is alive, he doesn't want to stop doing things that in his eyes make life worth living. He found joy in traveling even at the times when he was suffering. Ulysses has become famous throughout the world as an explorer who was continually traveling and yearning to know more. He also found joy in fighting alongside his fellow soldiers. When he fought in battles far from home in the Trojan War, he exclaimed that it is boring to stay in one place and stop doing the activities that defined your life. It would be disgraceful, he feels, to sit at home and just stay alive for a few more years. Though he is old, his greatest desire is still to explore the world and keep learning more. The main theme of Ulysses is that of conquering for overcoming the situation that threatens to bring a person down. The speaker has come to the conclusion that you live a meaningful life and we have to move on from all the situations. The poem is the voice of man in his hour of spiritual revival. It is the voice of age, voice of all adventure and exploration, whether in the reign of the truth of spirit of the visible world. The poem gives us a glimpse of Tennyson's political philosophy as well as his attitude towards old age. The poet says that man must continue to quest for more and more knowledge till he is alive. The central theme of this poem is that there is a search for adventure, experience, and meaning which makes life worth living.